Welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here. This is going to be the third video of my functional series. We will be talking about tracking in my planner. Now, I need to go ahead and say that this is not a flip through or anything like that. So if you are interested in my planner and what's inside, I believe I've done one, but it's kind of changed a little bit. So just leave a comment below if you're interested in where something came from that you see. But really, you're going to see just a lot of functional pages. So if you're not really into the functionality part of planning right this, or you're not interested in watching that at this time, just go on and check out some of my other videos. I'm going to try and stay focused. It's really hard for me, but I do need to say, if you hear weird stuff, it's always my cats. Okay? Always the cats. Every time I film, the cats do something crazy. Also, because I do a lot of tracking, and I need to stress to you that not everybody has to have as much as I have. I kind of am extreme with it because I like to keep myself focused and I like to be involved with my planner as much as possible throughout the day. I hold my planner in my arms. Always have my planner with me no matter where I go. That's why I'm kind of interested in trying out an A6 size planner, but personal size has always just worked for me. So I don't know. Comment below if you would be interested in seeing me try an A6 and see if I can make it work. Granted, I'm going to need to get an A6 planner, but I'm sure that I can find one. I just have to have the budget for it. But anyway, let's get focused. I do need to put a disclaimer that there will be a slight conversation about depression, anxiety, and possible addiction. So if that comes up, and that bothers you and triggers you, please skip through it. But if not, please watch through it because it could be helpful, because these are things that I go through and have been going through. And I need to go ahead and say that when I started planning 3-4 years ago, seriously planning like this, not just by a planner, pre-printed planner. I've been doing that since before middle school, but really being very involved in my planner, I had hit rock bottom, and planning was my way of getting out of it and really just thriving as a human being and business owner and mom. So and then spiritual levels too. I have everything in this planner. This is my everyday carry, everything. This is my everyday carry everything planner. I do have an A5 I'm working on becoming in the project binder, but that's not why we're here. I gotta stay focused. Y'all gonna have to help me somehow. I did make this though. Aren't they cute? Anyway, moving on. So, my third tab where it says goals is where a lot of my tracking is. Now, there's tracking throughout my planner. Don't get me wrong. But this is where it begins. And you see tracking here. This is my year focus, like things I want to focus on. I am planning on putting a vision board in here. That's why this is here. And also my goal planning. I have a home goal planning and personal goal planning. And I'll have a work goal planning as well. I'm a very visual person, so I find that would be helpful to me along with this, because this gives a more detailed explanation of what my vision board is and meaning of, as well as the visuals, which, let's be honest, look really nice and motivating, And I'm also going to try and not say so much, okay? I'm really trying. I'm working on it. This next section here are my daily zones. This gets touched every day when I get home, okay? I put these two different inserts together. They work together as a team. These are all from Peanuts Planner Co., okay? This is a weekly cleaning view or page, and then this is a day-specific task, and this is a full month front and back. So this is how this is going to work. This is probably one of my more complicated ones, trackers. Each day I have assigned myself a zone to accomplish, okay? As well as like these daily tasks. These aren't like my self-care and to-dos. These are things that have to do with working out and my house, cleaning pretty much. That's why it's called cleaning zones, okay? But I also have my workouts on here as well, because these are things I do daily that are not detailed self-care, and you'll see what I'm talking about later. So today is Tuesday. Today is my kitchen and bathroom focus with a light workout, which I did. Totally wore heels all day long. Anyway, so I'll flip back to here and find Tuesday in this kitchen and bath, and I'll look and see what I need to do. So this breaks down the things I need to focus on, just as a reminder, because I kind of get sidetracked. Not kind of, I do get sidetracked very heavily. So this helps me keep my mind on track, and it's motivating to me. Seeing this all organized motivates me. Down here I have daily habits. These are things I do every single day. I don't mark it off every day. This is just to keep as reference with this. You see? So we've got picking up. Before I get started on these tasks here within the zone, I make sure that I put my focus with what I've assigned, which is the kitchen and bathroom. I go ahead and pick the things up that need to be picking up, put them away, and I, of course, make the beds, unload and load the dishwasher. So within the kitchen and bathroom section here, I need to make sure I clean the stovetop and the counters in the kitchen, clean the toilet and tub, vacuum, and mop. These are things I need to do within my zone. Now, this does not touch on my deep cleaning schedule. This is my daily zones, okay? I have a deep cleaning list, okay? Now I don't have it in here yet. I'm working on it, okay? But I do like a whole house deep clean on Sundays, where I basically touch base through all of this. But once a month I'll do like the baseboards and the walls and things like that, the fans, stuff like that, which I need to put in my monthly reoccurring task, which I have not updated. So that will be coming pretty soon. As a matter of fact, I need to go ahead, you guys, this is my planner, so I need to go ahead and write that down to remind myself, because if I don't, I won't remember. So I have a spot right here that's for my planner, like things I need to add to my planner right here. Monthly deep cleaning, reoccurring task sheet. And I actually have some from So Much Crafting. So all right, thank you. You guys help me when I talk about this. So that's how this works. This is my house cleaning. The next part, next tracker here, are my daily self-care. Okay, this is where some conversation about anxiety and depression are going to play, and the rest of them, okay? And the rest of the tracking that I'm going to explain. Because I have a hard time focusing on myself, I write down the things I need to do to take care of myself. This is my self-care tracker. And to be honest, this is kind of embarrassing for me to share, but I'm doing it because I know I'm not the only one out there. And it's been expressed to me that they are curious to see how I do it, because I do struggle even to take a shower sometimes. I know that's crazy, but it is what it is, and here I am, world. So I do basic things like teeth, wash hair. I have a hard time remembering to brush my teeth. I know that sounds really gross. It's not that I'm dirty. I'm actually very clean, but it's just I have a hard time remembering. And a tracker keeps me accountable. And you can even see where, I'm just being honest. I just forget. So wash hair, shower, brush my hair, deodorant, wash face, vitamins, pick up the house, hang clothes, read the Bible and devotional, yoga, like for 15-minute swim laps, which I actually need to mark through because I will not be going back to that until the pool reopens, because it's undergoing some, and I actually did mark through it, undergoing some work right now, so I'm having to find other ways to relieve my stress, which is very difficult. Make beds, read with Allie, play it with Allie. So this is really categorized or in categories. Honestly, it really is. I just don't have it marked, blocked off or anything. But I get the idea. Clean the car, weekly review, monthly review, nails, toes. This is like something I do weekly, monthly. It's not something I do all the time. Toes, eyebrows, face mask, and unload and load the dishwasher. That was obviously added at random. I don't know why I put it there when I have it there, but this is a learning process for me. It's only been a couple of weeks since I've been using this, so it will change when I hit February. It will change and be a little more organized with that. So the next thing I have in my tracking are the year of pixels, and I don't necessarily have to have this, but I like it because I like seeing my entire year. There is a reason why though, okay? All right. Because I have extreme highs and lows and random headaches and nausea and just symptoms and like it's nonstop. Like I have a very off body. I keep it healthy. I do the best I can. My emotional status, I'm naturally a very like a happy, hyper person, but due to some things going on inside my body, it's changed me. So I have like to keep track and see when my high day, like when I'm happiest, when I'm at my lowest. This kind of stuff does not depress me because I enjoy seeing where I'm happiest, because with this I tie it into my weekly tracking weekly tracking. I don't know what I'm saying. This ties into my weekly tracking, which is where the biggest part of my tracking happens. Okay. I actually don't even have to fill this out every day. I can do it once a week. I can catch it up, and I'll show you how. And then I have my gratitude. This is fairly new from when I started. I was writing my gratitude, but somewhere else, and I'll show you. I'm actually not going to be using that particular insert next year, but my gratitude here. And then we go into my planning section, which is where a lot more happens in detail. This is my schedule. I just track, payday, you see here, my daughter's holiday schedule, things like that. The basics, that's something that you could do as a beginner planner. This is a great way to start tracking this and water. This is my monthly. Here I don't really track anything but my day specific events and birthdays and when I get my nails done and things like that. I do meetings. I do love a month on 2 page. I tried the month on 1 page. It lasted 2 days. I went right back to my month on 2 page. I love it. And these are so much crafting. All right, so my weekly and dailies are where most of my tracking goes. We're not going to talk about my weekly review and stuff right now. So this is the insert I will not be using next month. It literally lasted maybe a few days and I just went, done. There's no use for this because I use my month on 2 page, and I mean, the only main thing I used this for were my monthly goals and these. So I'm going to do that in a different way. I'm going to probably put my monthly goals on a journaling card inside the month. So yeah, I love these weeks. This is how my week started. You can see where it's all over the place. Let me show you this week. Last week, this is last week finished. I used 2 weeklies at a time. Let me show you last week though, because it's actually completed. All right, and I make sure they're sorry, my cats are all over. I make sure they match in color. I think it's aesthetically pleasing to me. So here I just track my weather and I'm not really doing this week, but just when I need to go pick up my meds and things like that. I pick up my meds once a week. I only have 1 medication I take now, which is really good. Things like that go there. Here I track my sleeping. So I'm able to do this, and I'll show you how that works here in a moment. And then, of course, what week in the month it is. Work focus, home focus, personal focus. These are not tasks. These are focuses for me. This has changed this week as well. And then I have a very small scheduling day time schedule here. And then daily tracker, which is teeth. My main tracking that I need to make sure I do is teeth, hair, face, bed, dishes, pickup. Now, I've learned that being able to track in smaller increments is fun for me as well. So I can move this over to the bigger list. But like I mentioned, you don't have to have so many tracking pages. I personally like to constantly work in my planner. So this is the way that I do it. And the way my brain works, I need to constantly be looking at what I have to do. So this is one way. And then I'm sorry for shaking you. And so this is attached to this week. I clip them together so I can flip back and forth. This is where my productivity tracking is. Now it looks pretty like this, but I'm lazy to a certain degree, especially during the day, because I fill this out during the day. So I created a I'm using a letter to kind of track where I am in here, and then I can go back in and use the color code if I want to, and then my mood, and then migraines, and then I just do the basics. This little dot is work. Actually, this week is really on point. I really like how I did this week. I will mention, because you need to see this filled out, my sleep tracking and this tie in together when I'm journaling. I journal about how I feel every day, because I look at how much sleep I've had, what kind of food I've eaten, what kind of productivity I've had, just to tie it all in together and see what could be the cause of my poor mood or headaches and things like that. And I have found out a lot doing things this way. Sugar really causes headaches for me, so I've been staying away from sugar, and I haven't had headaches that bad. So that's why I do this extensive tracking. I've had questions as to why and things like that, but also I've been addicted to something. It's not something I really want to go into detail right this minute, but this helps me stay focused on what really matters to me. And then also like withdrawal symptoms and things. I actually don't track withdrawal symptoms as much as I did before. I don't have to do that anymore. I do track because it doesn't affect me in that way anymore. It does affect my productivity though. So that's why I am now tracking productivity instead of withdrawal symptoms. Okay, so going to this week. It's so pretty. I love it. Okay, so the new thing that I've added this week are the water. I forgot to track my water. I have to drink a lot of water, and I actually need to fill this in. These little dots are what time I get home, and what time I get to work, and like I said, productivity. And as you see, I used a alphabetized key this time, and then AM and PM for mood, and then my migraine, so that stays the same. So it looks really nice and neat. And then of course my sleep here, I've had 8 hours of sleep, which is really good, and I haven't been as tired today, so I know that sleep does play a big part. I have to have at least 8 hours to be functional because of the medication I take. And then of course teeth, hair, blah blah blah. And I kind of time block. I'm obsessed with blocking my time. I always have been. If you watch some of my past videos, like last year, year before, you'll see where I do a lot of blocking because it's just my thing. I like the colors. I think it's pretty. And this is important to me because it gives me a view of how much time I have to be productive, if that makes sense. It makes sure that I stay productive instead of wasting my time. Now, does not mean I don't do nothing sometimes, because sometimes your body tells you to do nothing because it's tired. So there are times where I just sit on my behind because I need to. And I listen to that. And this tracking helps me focus on that. I listen to my body. And this is one way that I can see that in front of me because I'm a visual person. Okay, so like I said, these are just focuses. Like, this is the two main things I want to accomplish. I haven't put one here. Sometimes I don't have to. I don't feel obligated to, like, fill it up all the way because it goes on throughout the week. And then I have a no spin, which I've done very well. I almost spent money today on an A6 planner, but I stopped myself. I need to fill this out today. So why don't we do it together, okay? All right, so for productivity, I've gone to 7 o'clock. So I was very productive today, surprisingly. I've been, if you notice here, I had a really low moment. Let's put that in color. Well, I don't have it colored out yet, but let me show you. I was low energy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. 7 hours yesterday. That's a lot. You shouldn't be that low all day. You know what I'm saying? Well, or actually 8 hours. But I stayed productive all the way, honestly, until time to leave for work, and I'm still productive. I'm having such a good day today. Now, I did have a point where I got a little sick. Unfortunately, 12, 1, 2 is supposed to look like a 3, but it doesn't. Productive again. I got a little sick around here, but it didn't stop me, so that's good. I do have stomach problems because of anxiety. So sometimes I have a very stressful job, so that's where it is. And then let me go ahead and fill this out. So I did do my teeth, I brushed my hair, I even put, I haven't showered yet. I haven't done this stuff. I did do my devotional already, but I usually do this stuff in the evening time. So that's how that works. And then this morning I kind of skipped breakfast this morning. So that's why I usually do lunch and dinner, because I eat my lunch very early because of my break time. So I had sweet potatoes. I kind of need more room for this, I realized. So I may consider a meal like a meal sheet, but I don't know. I don't really meal plan or anything. I mean, I kind of do, but I just do it. I don't really have to write it. That's one thing I don't have to track. Sweet potatoes, roast, and green beans. So I'll put greens. And then tonight it's pretty much similar. All right. Water I've had, and I am determined to hit 8. Now, one second, you guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My family just got home, so y'all are going to hear some noise. You're about to see how the hustle works. Where was I? Okay, so my 1 glass of water is a tumbler. Like a huge tumbler. It's not 8 ounces. It's like 16 ounces. So really, I'm drinking a total of 64 ounces of water, hopefully, throughout the day. So I've been content today, and I'm pretty happy this evening. My daughter's right here if you want to say hello. Hello. And so that's all I'll do for now until tonight, and then I'll fill out my sleep in the morning time. That's when I fill out my sleep. Now, I do need to add my weather. It's just been so crabby days.
Weird days.
Yeah, nice and overcast and things like that. So I use my little sticker pouch I made, and I'm a very loyal customer. When I find a shop I like, I stay pretty loyal, and the Shine Sticker Studio just happens to be one of them, as well as my girl Life and Lilies. Okay, Fox and Pip I like, but not really like obsessed with her. So We got my
cloud.
Yep, for today because it's overcast.
I wish it was sunny.
Yeah, me too.
And warm, not cold.
Right. Okay, so that's what I do in my, and I did not have a migraine today, so yay. And moving on. So the next thing is kind of intense. We're almost done, you guys, I promise. This is extreme. So this is my today. I don't really track anything on my daily. It's literally just a dump of lists of detailed tasks that I need to do. Like dust piano, cook dinner, clean tub. Like, you know, it just ties into my cleaning. But I like a daily layout because it puts, I don't know, it's kind of a record in a way, but I really do like to list things. And I mean, come on, look at it. It's productively cute. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? So, I did my Instagram. I already put dinner in there. I'm going to have to move the post office because I don't have a box yet. I did this. Picked up my baby girl. Did my notes for this video. So this is how that works. That's just how I run through. I made this. Isn't that cute?
I just reminded you.
And then the last but not least for tracking, well, this is where I journal, just simple like this. Just that's where I write the details about the day, especially if I don't feel well, so I can go back and reference that. And I'll put a tab if it's important to show my doctor. I'll stick one of these tabs, which I explained the color code for that in my first video for functional series. So this here is my social media section, and I may take this out. I like to see a month with a view, like how many videos I've posted and things, but I may end up taking this out because I put it on my front calendar where everything is, because I tend to do better when it's all in one place, so I can kind of see what I need to do. I have a list of the videos I posted, which is not updated, but a list of videos I want to do, and then my schedule here, which is where I schedule my videos. And these, I love how simple these are and cute, and they actually have helped me very much stay on track with you guys, although I'm late on this video, but something happened this weekend. But this was last week. You can see where I wrote all my notes and everything, which means I can actually probably take out this collab here, which is just, I use just for notes section. It's just for notes. I have some notes here, but I don't know if I really truly need it. I do for this video, but the planning for beginners, because there's so much in that video. But this is for this week. I haven't completed it. I kind of fill it in as I go sometimes, and blue or purple is for Instagram, red is for YouTube, and that's that. So yeah, that's exactly how I track. I know this video is a little longer than the other ones that I've had, and I hope that it made sense. I know that it's a lot of tracking for someone. It truly is, but it works for me, and it keeps me involved with my planner, and I hope it gave some of you a couple of ideas. Say hi to my daughter.
Hi.
So until next time, you guys, I love you so much. If you have any questions, remember, comment below. Bye, kittens.